All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people just like you, just like me. All right, before I get going on this video, Cross Country Driver, The New Truth. This is old school rock and roll. It's kind of like Aerosmith, Black Crowes, Dirty Honey. It's good stuff. Yeah. Muscle Car in the cover. They'll probably outlaw these cars soon. Can't drive them anymore, so at least you'll have pictures. You can remember, hey, remember when we used to have muscle cars on the road? That was cool. You know what's not cool, apparently, to the internet world is Kid Rock. He's on Dolly Parton's new so-called rock album, which I've already kind of said I don't think it's going to be anything that I'm all too concerned about. I'll listen to it just to hear the collaborations, but Dolly Parton is just too country for rock and roll. She just is. And I think the Hall of Fame made a mistake. They put an artist which did not influence the rock genre whatsoever, like zero. I mean, you can make an argument that Willie Nelson had some crossover outlaw appeal to his music, but Dolly Parton, no. Keep in mind, during the Thing-demic, Dolly Parton changed the lyrics to her song Jolene to Vaccine. Yeah, that's gonna age well, right? So here are some of the replies regarding Kid Rock, because Kid Rock destroyed a lot of Bud Light. He shot up a couple of 12 packs or cases, I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed it, actually. I enjoyed watching those cans explode, and maybe that's just, you know, the mean person in me seeing those cans get shot up. He was pretty upset, and that's how he decided to deal with it, and he made a big public display of it. And you know what? If people are just gonna continue to worry about that over really important issues and their own lives, for instance, then I really think they need to seek treatment. They need to seek old school psychological counseling. Old school. Anyway, here are some of the comments about Dolly Parton and Kid Rock working together. This is pretty comical. Dolly Parton, no! Why are you working with Kid Rock? He's literally the opposite of you. Not sure what that really implies. How is he literally the opposite of you? Kid Rock likes both country and rock music, so I'm not sure how. Anyway, I think he would probably be a good candidate for this so-called rock album. This person here, I just love this one. Ugh. Dolly Parton doing a song with terrifyingly violent phobe and bigot. Kid Rock is so wildly disappointing. With collaborators on the album, I'm shocked that I haven't heard or seen much about this. Nobody's talking about this enough. In other words, people aren't making a big enough stink about Kid Rock being on this. Then she says, this literally feels like a gut punch. Oh my. Sometimes I just get speechless reading this stuff. It feels like a gut punch. Remember what I said about getting help, getting treatment? And by the way, all of this falls under the area of mental health crisis. Mental health crisis. Folks, this is music, you know? Kid Rock's working with Dolly Parton. Well, he shot up those Bud Light cans. Good. It was very enjoyable to watch. You know, he only destroyed Bud Light cans. He didn't shoot anybody. He shot the cans. But people now think that, a man dressing up like a little girl, there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. And we should all just love and embrace. And if we don't, we're the phobes. We're the phobes. Everything is phobic. Everything. You know, walking outside, what are you? Mask phobic? What you looking at that person and you're just forming these thoughts in your head? You're phobic, aren't you? No, I'm perfect. My thoughts are perfect all day long. I never have negative thoughts about anybody or anything. No, I mean, what human being isn't thinking negative thoughts about something or somebody? Dolly Parton is collaborating with Kid Rock. It's an awful week. It's an awful week. You're above ground. You're breathing air. You're living mostly in freedom, depending on where you live. My apologies to people in New York State who might be watching, or some other California. That's an obvious one. But it's an awful week. Dolly Parton is collaborating with Kid Rock. Yeah. Okay. I'm really disappointed to hear Dolly Parton's new album features a track with Kid Rock. Disappointed is the wrong word. Brokenhearted. Oh. Breaks my heart. Because Dolly, she's such this universally loved person. And she did replace her song Jolene, and she changed the lyric to Vaccine. And she's just doing God's work. I just found out Dolly Parton allowed Kid Rock on her new album. Give me a moment. And there's a picture, and it's a grumpy kid. It's a grumpy kid. Dolly Parton is doing a rock album and has Kid Rock on it. Gross. You can't trust any of them. Can't trust. Yes, this person is correct in the reverse way. You can't trust any of them. I love Dolly Parton, but I don't think I could buy this with Kid Rock on it. Okay? Don't buy it. Now, are all the other artists on this, are they now liable? You've got Miley Cyrus, Lizzo. Lizzo is on this? Stevie Nicks, Pink, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr. You get half the Beatles on this album. And they're now going to be loosely associated with Kid Rock. Brandi Carlile, Steve Perry, oh no. Sting, Debbie Harry is on this album. How many tracks is this going to be? Like 40? They're all now in trouble. Finding out Dolly Parton did a song with Kid Rock is so disappointing. I was very excited to hear Dolly's rock album is coming out, but effing Kid Rock is on it, and now I'm just not going to listen to it. Okay. Apparently Dolly Parton is releasing a new album. Lizzo and Kid Rock are going to be on the same album, which is something. Just found out Dolly Parton's upcoming rock album involves guests like Peter Frampton, Sting, Stevie Nicks, Elton John, and Kid Rock. Kid Rock. See, all these other people, establishment, approved, they're okay. So she had this great list, and then she ruined it with Kid Rock. Dolly, you put the guy who shot Bud Light cans in the same album as Sir Elton John? On those Bud Light cans, they're sacred. Sacred. They're sacred. Send more money to Ukraine. Just keep sending it to Ukraine. What? What does that have to do with anything? I don't know. It just popped into my head. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see a ridiculous meltdown. Again, I'm not the biggest Kid Rock fan. I met the guy. I like him. He seems like a nice person, but I'm not a huge fan. Dolly Parton, this isn't a rock album. It won't be a rock album because you need somebody who can adapt. You need like a Linda Ronstadt or a Bonnie Raitt or somebody who can adapt. I'm sorry, Dolly is too country for rock and roll. She's not too old to rock and roll. All right. Although she is, 77? She's had a lot of work done. You can't really see how old she is anymore, which is kind of weird and freaky. Maybe she's going to be part of that whole, what's that, where the cyborgs come in, and she's going to get, like a new Dolly metal frame, and then she can put her brain in it and stuff and become Dolly forever. That's just, Dolly never dies. Dolly is going to be here. Transhumanism, not to be confused with the other transhumanism, which I think is kind of the ultimate goal for everything, isn't it, folks? Oh, wow, this guy's really, dude, you're way out of your lane. You just pull over to the side of the road, man. Just pull over. You just lost it. Cross-country driver. Here they are. Good album. It is the new, what is it called? The New Truth. The New Truth. I'm starting to forget things in my old age. Also, folks, don't forget about Modern Retro Radio. Check them out. MRR, Modern Retro Radio. They're playing new stuff by classic artists and some just regular new stuff. I'll have to tell them about this because it's good. It's really good. It's real rock and roll for real people. All right. Thank you for helping out the channel. Don't forget about Truth Social. I'm not going to be on there all day, people. So please help me out on Patreon. I still need your support. The algorithm is still destroying me each and every day. But I appreciate those who've stepped up, and I will continue to do what I do. And yeah, see you soon.